deep is your love?
It was all a dream.
Yo, what's up guys, here's Happy Now with another Guild Wars 2 PvP video, and this will be the first Path of Fire Firebrand PvP video, because on my last video I showed you one build which was a condition build, and on this video I want to show you my support DPS build, kind of a little bit a mix of that, which will have a little bit of survivability, being annoying with your blinds, having a lot of blocks, aegis and stuff like that. It can be seen as a support type of build, but it's also a build that makes you pretty hard bunker badass player with a little bit mobility, with the sword of course. And yeah, let's just start as always with the skins, because I know a lot of you will ask me, and I just did a full set of this bounty hunter skin set. I just bought with the potions, reward potions from the PvP reward tracks. I just bought a lot of them, and I just took the full set of it. It looked so cool, but now I don't really like it so much, because this thing here, this tail, looks pretty shitty, and the rest is, I guess, pretty decent. And Yormark's breath, gold fractal focus, and golden wing mace and golden wing shield, plus the, what's the name of the wings? Holographic wings, yes. Now I'm gonna start and try to be a supportive player, even through, you know, even if I play a support role, I try to be a DPS guy. But let's just try it out. At the beginning of the game you have, of course, to activate your mantras, as you might all know right now. Guardian is a mantra player right now, and you have the reduced recharge on your mantras. What's the special thing about mantras, for those people who don't know it? You can activate them more than once, and once you activate them they will get this recharge and they will be on cooldown, your mantra. But not all of that, because you can use it like 3 times in a row. And as you can see here, now we have it twice again up, and now we need to wait a little bit and we have it 3 times again up. And yeah, we try to be a little bit more supportive player, but I'm not sure if I'm playing the right build, because we are not having so much outgoing healing, only with the Virtue 2, but we will see. And this mantra, of course, here, mantra of lore. Yeah, I don't know if the enemy team has some condi bombs or not. We can remove this and play something else, but I'm not so sure. I just like to use this as a lifesaver, and let's maybe just be annoying. I don't really know what to use. We could go for shouts, but never mind. Improve healing, we could also go for that, but no, we just keep that, because Contemplation of Purity is pretty good against annoying players like Scourge. We can just activate the first mantra, activate the healing skill mantra, and then the elite mantra, so we have all of them ready when we start the fight, and then we can just go into the fight with the sword, because on our mace and shield we have sigil of cleansing and sigil of energy, so we will get almost an extra dodge. What I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try and focus a good target, but we ain't having one. Wow, and my port just bugs. I really love that when my ports bugs. Where's this guy? He's nowhere. So we can just cap the point here. My ally is down here. I don't know if he needs some healing or something like that. We can activate our shield, so maybe he will not get us anything. We activate our first mantra. We activate our elite skill once to get some stability, and then we can activate it twice soon. Where's the enemy? We activate this skill. We can wait a little bit. We gain an extra aegis, and by the way, aegis will also heal us up. We activate our second aegis again, just to have it up. We remove some conditions and we can just go on like that. No one will really be able to kill us that easy. We remove some more conditions. We can use our healing skill. We are off the point. We can use our elite skill to give our, what's the name of this guy, our Scourge a little bit stability. We can remove some conditions, give him one more time aegis. We can give him stability, or why is he not gaining any of the skills? Now he's gaining that. Okay, we can give him another time aegis. We can remove some conditions, give him aegis. Now we activate stand your ground, and as you can see it here, it works pretty nice to be a support player with some decent DPS output, even though I'm not seeing the DPS. Okay, the mesmer is going for the far cap, which is nice, even though a little bit late, and my scourge friend here is losing the cap. We are just going here. We can heal him up, we can heal him up, we can heal him up. Where is he? He's here. We used our elite skill, we block some attacks, we knock the enemies away, we gain another aegis, we gain one more time aegis, and we will just heal ourselves up so much that we don't really need that. And our scourge friend will not die here when I'm close to him. We gave him stability, but this guy seems to be removing his stability, so let's just check it out. Yes, as you can see here, the damage output is even good.
Back on my feet, thanks to you.
Where's this guy? We can just try and be annoying a little bit, even though we don't really need that. And yeah, you can see it, it's awesome how we play that. The warrior seems to be sure that we won't get him on a 1v1. I just want to check it out, how what can he do against us. We activate our healing skill, we can activate this skill and just attack him now. We can blind him. Okay, he has his skill up there. We just can go on, remove some conditions, give aegis to our reaper friend, scourge friend, I'm just saying the wrong thing. We remove conditions, give extra stability, gain retaliation, and yeah, just heal him up, heal him up, heal him up. Now we can maybe try and heal this guy up a little bit more with our virtue 3 here, and we just keep him up healed like that, like pro gamers. I'm not even so sure if I'm using the right thing. We can activate the shield bubble, we can remove some conditions, and there's no way those guys are able to down my scourge friend here so easily. We are just here being annoying. We gain this, we remove the virtue 3, we can activate this guy, we can knock him away, he should be dead. We can activate stand your ground to gain extra stability, and look at this, we have like 6 stacks of stability. We can just heal him up, remove some conditions, heal him up one more time, grant him stability, and wow, Scourge and this build what I'm playing here is like, wow. Did really a Mirage Mesmer call someone else a condi noob? Really? How is this even possible? My team is winning, so that's nice. The warrior will go maybe on our close point, and we have the engineer here. This guy, he's a good player. I don't know how to say his name right. We will heal our Ellie. We heal him up again. We grant him some stability. And we are back. Oh, and I just wasted my healing skill. I wanted to use the other skill. We can now activate this, block one attack, gain another aegis. We can knock him away once his stability is gone. We remove some conditions. I want you to show you a little bit more often the healing of the skills. And as you can see here, I'm still having my what's the name of this? Yeah, now we have him here. We can easily save him, no, without a problem. We activate our virtue 3, and we have still even more healing going on. We can now go virtue 1 and then attack, 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 deal some damage, and wreck those players pretty hardcore. Support Guardian seems to be a new way of how to play Guardian, which is pretty cool, but I don't like the staff variant, because staff is like, yeah, you are doing something, but you are slow, you are not being able to get so much damage going. And there are even more things. We can just cap here for the point, or we just go and attack this guy. Yeah, we just finish him off before the allies can come to support him. We can now full cap this point, and maybe the warrior is doing a great job in my opinion, but we can support him even then. This guy's FKing, wow, okay. They seem just to give up. But yeah, They should not give up. I mean, I did a great job healing this other guy. We can now activate stability, or even not. Yes, he's straight up there. Now you will see it here. We don't even need to attack this guy. We can activate our virtue. We can block his attacks with that. Use our healing skill for another time. We block some attacks. We don't even need to care about this guy. We can just block his projectiles, and we can chill a little bit around. As you can see it here, I'm pretty sure that you will be able to just hold caps pretty long. We activate stabilities, so maybe he will not be so annoying. We gain ourselves aegis. Aegis. Whoa. No, I'm just doing the wrong thing. We can activate virtue 3. We block some attacks, we block even more, and we are dead now. Nah, I just was too late to get my shield. My focus 5, I was just too late. What I've done here, I could have survived for 100% sure longer, but I just reactivated my virtue 2, and I just removed it, which was pretty bad from me. But never mind, this just happened because I'm playing for the first time and I'm not so really used to the skills. And keep in mind, every time you respawn you just have to activate your healing skill again. And I should go far, I guess. They are not recapping far. We can just, as you can see here, a little bit more mobility. We won't make it in time. We don't need to 1v1 this guy. We ain't able to kill a spellbreaker, but we can go and support our allies. He can AFK there. We can do a lot of work, I guess, here. I just want to port up here and this guy can go on. We remove some conditions from him, and then we can go to our Reaper friend here one more time. We can heal him up. We will heal him up like this. Apply some aegis. Give him some more healing. Give him some more healing. I just waste my healing skill for no real reason. And then we can just chill up here. Activate stability. Gave ourselves some extra healing. And yeah, the enemies won't be able to get us down here for quite a while. We activate our healing skill. We activate our lead skill to be able to activate our second mantra. And yeah, we activate stability. Oh, and I'm in a dangerous position. We activate this bubble. We remove some conditions. We stay here. We can activate another bubble and then remove virtue 3. Block some attacks. Apply some healing with mace 2. And yeah, I don't know what else. We just hold the point. I'm failing a little bit, but keep in mind, guys, this is my first video, and even though it's my first video, I'm doing quite a good job, I guess. On the 1v3 or 1v4 on fire, I could have survived even longer. We give this guy some stability, and now I got it. We need to be in front of our ally to give him the boons that we have here. We activate our healing skill. You see that I'm already forgetting certain things. We have top stat healing and revives. Healing almost 500k. Wow, that's pretty epic. And I could have done even more. I'm like sure, but this is not to and I don't want to mention it so many times, but this is my first video with a first PvP video with this build. You can see it here. I was testing Mirage, but I failed a little bit. You can see it here. I just played warrior. One game I had with the normal dragon hunter, and the other games with my spellbreaker. And yeah, with my spellbreaker I had quite a few wins. I mastered it pretty hard, you can believe me. From 10 games what I played, I got, like you can see it here, 3 losses. I don't count one, I always say 2, but this one here was uncarryable. I had such a bad team. Look at this, not even 100 points, so unfair. From 10 games I won 8 and 3 losses, as you can see it here. So that it should be 11 games, but never mind. Let's go on to the build. This is, by the way, not the final build, but it's my version, what I was thinking of being supportive and dealing a lot of damage. What I was thinking of not using honor, but using radiance to be able to apply more damage with the what's the name of it, retaliation trait, and being annoying, dealing so much damage and stuff like that. This build was meant to be like this. When I'm in danger, I can use stand your ground and go onto my virtue 2 and then apply some heavy healing and not getting interrupted by anything because we will have stability, which should be like that, but I just failed it a little bit. But never mind, I'm gonna show you what I meant right now. Yeah, why I'm using this weapon set, and I forgot to swap the sigils, but never mind. It's okay, I guess, because sword deals good damage. And I can keep those, no, sigil of separation not. But let's go, let's just say, steal a boon, no. The one with removing condition, or even sigil of energy on both. So we will be able to dodge more often. Every time we dodge, yeah, let's just go for sigil of energy and I don't really know. Peril. No, purging. On hit remove a condition could also be pretty nice because sword has a nice hit ratio, or on hit remove a boon. Let's just say that to be a little bit annoying. Every time we dodge, or let's just finish the sigil of cleansing and energy on the mace, because we will start with the sword, then we can dodge, then we go on mace and shield, we will remove one condition and gain extra endurance back. Rune of the Water, healing, boon duration, it gives us 15% longer boon duration, plus it will remove some more extra conditions, because with this build we ain't the same, we won't have the same condition cleanse as the normal meditation guardian. So yeah, we could need that a little bit more. What I was thinking with this build, it should be being able to apply DPS, so damage, plus heal a lot of your allies. And not really only healing, but support them with your skills. And so, when you use a heal skill, you and nearby allies are healed for a small amount, which is every 10 seconds we will be healing ourselves plus our allies, plus aegis will self-heal us, plus every 10 seconds this extra healing. So we will get 3 times healing when we use our healing skill every 10 seconds. And we can use it more than once, so we will be able to use it every 10 seconds really, without a doubt. To the skills, I'm using the mantra of Solace because it works pretty nice with the build that we're having. As I said it, we will heal a lot of times. We can use it 3 times, plus every 10 seconds extra healing. And the aegis that we gain with every time we cast this. We can cast it 3 times, which means we will get 3 times aegis and 3 times extra healing. Plus every 10 seconds we will get this small amount of extra healing as well. Mantra of Lore is there to gain regeneration and to remove 2 conditions. I wanted to say that about the conditions, but I was reading the other stuff. And it will also affect our allies, so if we have this ally here, we can do this, we can heal him up, heal him up, heal him up. And as you can see here, the healing was not so much, but we just heal them up. We give them regeneration, and they will get extra healing, yeah. Let's go to the builds. The first one is Honor, Protective Reviver, because it's pretty cool. Plus, if we get a successful revive, yeah, we get 10% faster revive. Plus, once we get the revive, we will get aegis, protection and regeneration for us and from the downed ally that we revived. And keep in mind, aegis will extra heal us again and block 1 attack, which a lot of people don't understand so much. Gain Vigor when you critically strike. This is just an extra bonus. We have 30% crit chance, so we will crit not so often, but more than enough. And Vigor with this build with double energy, we will dodge a lot of times. And now we have it here. The end of your dodge roll heals nearby allies. This should also affect yourself. I don't know why it's not mentioning that. 1.3, 1.5k healing. It can be more because of the this trait here that we are using, but I'm gonna talk about that later. Pure of Heart. Aegis heals when it blocks an attack. So the first healing, let's just read what it does. The first healing will heal us for 2.1k plus the 1.3k healing from aegis. So it will heal like that, and then the second healing as well. Same amount, 3 point something plus the aegis, which will block an attack, and then the last one will heal us for about 6k and stuff like that, plus an extra aegis, and it will immobilize the enemy. What else? Let's just go to the next. Your Virtue of Resolve passive also regenerates endurance, which means we will have a 50% faster endurance regeneration. With Vigor and with the double energy rune, we will be able to dodge a lot of times, and every time we dodge, we will heal our allies. Haha, keep that in mind. Force of Will, gain increased vitality, healing others is improved based on a percentage of your vitality. Outgoing healing increase per 100 vitality is 1%. Force of Will, 300 vitality, 90% outgoing heal effectiveness. I guess I need to be on fight, I'm not so sure. Do I need to be on fight that this will activate? I'm not so sure. Where's my healing power? 1.2k. It should be more, but I don't know why. Or is it only based on the healing? We gain here Vigor, and then we can dodge. We can see it here. The Vigor does a great job there, activating the Virtue, dealing some damage. I have no idea if this trait is really working how it's supposed to be or not, but I see no difference on that. We can heal, we can block that attack, we can activate Stand Your Ground to save stun. And yeah, let's just remove this build for this trait for a second, because what I wanted to use is for the shouts to have shorter cooldown, and I need to go out of fight. I'm still in combat somewhere, I don't know why. Run. Gain increased vitality, healing others. I don't really know. Okay, my healing power is 1.2k, so if we remove this, it will be still the same, which is weird. I don't know why. Or is it just bugged? No, we gain extra healing, but we are not gaining extra healing power. Force of Will, 300 vitality, 90% outgoing healing effectiveness. Outgoing healing increase per 100 vitality. So we gain 3k HP more, but I don't know if it's still working. Or I was also thinking about gain increased duration and radius and heal allies, which is when you activate this and this, the circle is larger and whoa, I was not using it. Wow, let's just go again. Symbols are larger and they will heal in an area around you, your allies, which is pretty nice, but I don't really know. The healing is not so much, that's what I don't like it, and we can just keep like this. Or let's just check it out what it says here. 1.2k, if we remove it, it will still heal the same amount. I don't really know. Outgoing healing effectiveness, or it will only affect our allies, but it's okay if it only affects our allies, because you saw how I was able to keep the Reaper alive so long. Virtues, retaliatory, subconscious, I read it right, I guess. Every time we get a stun, we will get every 30 seconds, not every time. Every 30 seconds we will get an extra aegis and retaliation. Since we need the aegis for an extra healing, it's pretty nice, plus as well it will block an attack, plus retaliation will reflect incoming damage, also pretty nice. Virtue of Retribution, gain retaliation when you activate a virtue, which is every time we activate all three of them, and virtues of course will get might, regeneration and protection for each one we use here. Activating Virtue of Resolve removes conditions from nearby allies. Virtue of Resolve's passive effect is stronger, so it will not only where is it here, 15%, yeah, it will not only heal us more every 3 seconds, it will also remove 3 conditions, and the duration should be shorter, I guess. I'm not so sure. No, only the healing is stronger with that. Yeah, deal increased damage for each boon on you. Virtues gain reduced recharge. Yeah, this one is with the recharge. Yeah, and for every boon we will deal 1% more damage, which is most of the times up to 5 boons, 5% more damage, which is okay. And Indomitable Courage, every time we activate Virtue 3 we will get stability and our allies as well, and then of course we can activate the other stability traits here, and I'm going to talk about the virtues right now after I finish the build. So the Virtue 2 will remove 3 conditions from us and ourselves once we activate it, and Virtue 3 the stability, but most of you will already know that. Firebrand. Now we go to the interesting stuff. Tome of Justice. We are able to use tomes instead of what's the name of that? Virtues, normal virtues, yeah. And we are also able to use mantras and the axe. But I'm not going to use the axe because axe is only for Burn Guardian, meant to be played. Archivist of Whispers. Your virtues gain additional pages, which is when we activate them. We have like five usages, so for every skill plus. Right now we will get 3 more, so 8 times we will be able to use 8 times here. As you can see here, pages. If we remove it, it should be 5, yes. This is especially good when we use virtue 2 and 3, because virtue 1 is only there for damage and for maybe giving the burning passive, burn foes every few attacks, and if we activate it, our allies will also burn enemies for 2 seconds, and especially strong when we have condition players on our team. Equipping or stowing a virtue grants you quickness, which is when we activate it, and then we remove it, we will get twice quickness, which is pretty nice. Or no, we have at least to be 5 seconds activated. I forgot that to read that, yes. Weighty terms every 10 seconds. Why that, I don't really know. The final charge of your mantra skill inflict immobilize. Mantras can reduce recharge. So every time we finish using our last mantra, we will immobilize the enemy, and yeah, it's not really about the immobilize, but it's also nice to have it. So while we are running away, we are using our healing skill, and the last healing skill, we are out of healing, we will immobilize the enemy and he won't be able to chase us. Could be pretty nice, I mean. But it's especially good because of the reduced recharge by 20% of the mantras. The next is gain increased attribute while affected by quickness, condition damage, healing power and toughness. The healing power is pretty nice because we are about healing, and we will get 1.470 something. Yeah, 1.70k healing, and we will heal with our dodges about 1.5k then, of course, for sure. Lore Master Tome skills gain reduced recharge, retain virtues passive while they are on cooldown. What does this mean? Every time we waste our virtues, they will be still having their passive up, but we need to wait till we use them when they are on cooldown. What does this mean? We will still attack every 5 attacks. We will apply burning. Every 3 seconds we will get the 600 healing, and every how many seconds is it? Every 24 seconds we will get aegis refreshed, which is also pretty nice, even if we activate it. On the Tome of Justice, when we activate it, we gain this fire form. We will get might, retaliation and quickness. And the first attack is kind of useless because it deals not so much damage, but it burns the enemy. The second as well, but where it is interesting is this one here. It should be pulling your enemy. I'm not so sure. It should be pulling the enemies, but it says nothing. I need to test it out. The fire field is also interesting, which you can activate and burn enemies, even through apply bleeding, but the fire field is good to have extra combo finisher to stack some might, and of course against downed enemies to be just annoying. And then the 5th skill is also cool to have this one. Your next strike burns with justice, and we can just activate and burn the enemy with 3 times, or only once, I'm not so sure. But the first one, I said it, you don't really need to use it with this build, only if you play Burn, Path of Fire Guardian. Virtue of Resolve. Once activated, we will get regeneration and retaliation and quickness as always. Then you have to be careful what you want to use here. The 5th skill is the strongest. Purify your allies with the waters of Ammon and increase the healing they receive. This is pretty nice because it has 8 seconds cooldown plus 8 seconds duration of the boon that it applies, which can't be removed. Eternal Oasis. Heal effectiveness by 33% increased. So we can activate it like this, and our allies shoot 600 radius, so on a capped point, I guess you can say like that. Conditions converted to boons, which should also be for yourself, but I'm not so sure because I haven't tested it out so much. And it's pretty strong because your allies will get that, and you as well, as you can see it here. Then we can activate here the fourth, which should be a water field. Yes, I have it correct down, and it will heal your allies plus yourself plus swiftness, and of course if your allies are smart enough they will activate some combo finishers to get extra healing. The third one can also be used a lot of times because Vigor, regeneration and swiftness are pretty nice, especially if you use it like this, activate it. You can just run away with swiftness, get Vigor and dodge even more, like this one more time. The first one is just there to heal yourself and your allies in front of you, and the second one should be, yeah, conditions removed. I just needed cleansing conditions and nearby allies. Yeah, it's this jump attack. When you finish it, you will remove conditions and heal yourself for all those conditions removed. And let's go to the last virtue. The first thing what you should use is the bubble, because in my opinion it's the best one. It reflects incoming projectiles, and then you can either go with the first one to apply stability, swiftness and aegis to you and to your allies, which is pretty nice. You can see it here in front of you. Swiftness to run away, stability to not get knocked back, and aegis to just be able to get extra healing for yourself. Resistance, it's the field, yes. In this field your allies will get what's the name of it? I just said it always wrong. Resistance in a period of time, it will be per tick. Yes, per tick, and 4 pulses, so for 4 seconds they will get this resistance, and it's a stun breaker, which a lot of people forget to use. I will also forget it a lot of times, but it is cool to have it. And the last one is also the strongest and with the longest cooldown, aegis protection and unbroken lines. It will increase the toughness of you and your allies, plus it will gain retaliation and stability for 6 seconds. It's the strongest because of that. Otherwise I recommend to use most of the times the bubble on caps, which is pretty annoying. And the second one is just, yeah, there to interrupt maybe enemies if they attacking your allies, but most of the times they will have stability, so the taunt will be more than useless, or they will have resistance and it makes no sense. To the gameplay, you are able to blind, block, heal, deal damage, block, protection, aegis, protection, deal damage, knockback, absorb incoming projectiles, which is pretty awesome. Heal your allies in front of you, give them aegis, heal one more time, give aegis, remove conditions, give them regeneration, remove conditions and give them regeneration. And the last one, convert 2 boons, 2 conditions into boons, pretty nice. Stand your ground for the extra stability for you or your allies, good to have it when you use virtue 2 or just to stomp enemies. And it's a stun breaker, of course, yes, that's why I used it. Contemplation of Purity, I recommend to use that if you have like 2 scourges, otherwise you don't really need it. You can also go for another shout, for example, stand your ground, retreat maybe, or even hold the line, I don't really know. Maybe even purging flames could be an option, or I don't know, the others just make no sense because they are all damage based. But for example, you can also use Judge's Intervention. No, it has a too long cooldown. I was thinking of using a Signet of Mercy to have this extra healing, and then you can see it here. You will heal 1.5k, plus if those procs here work, the extra healing plus virtue true healing, you can heal up to 3k per dodge, I'm like sure. And the activation of this signet will be pretty hard. It will revive nearby allies, which you can use like this. Activate it, and you have all nearby downed enemy allies revived. This is just an option in my opinion. You don't have to use it, or you can just test out something else like Wall of Reflection if you have a lot of enemies who have reflection skills, or if you want to be only annoying, you can use Sanctuary to have this bubble and enemies without stability won't be able to get into it, which is pretty stupid, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe you can use like this Master of Concentrations, and then you can use it 60 seconds cooldown, or Purging Flames 28, or even the shield 24 seconds, which could be pretty nice. but otherwise I recommend Contemplation of Purity. It's a stunbreaker, it's a nice lifesaver for the last seconds before you die. And the elite skill, yeah, keep in mind to activate it near your allies to give them also stability. And then the last thing here, the longest stability. Yeah. What else can I say about this build? I don't really know, I need to test it out a little bit more, but I really enjoyed this first game and I'm gonna maybe play it even more. And yeah, you are just annoying by having blinds, blocks, aegis, and you can heal your allies with a lot of healing. You can remove a lot of conditions for them, as you just saw with the Reaper, with the Scourge. And yeah, I don't know what else. If you want to see a burn guardian with Path of Fire, with Firebrand, just tell me down in the comments or write me in game as always. I will do that. And yeah, that was Happy No. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is an interesting new build to play Dragon Hunter. You don't always need to play the same support, so you can swap it around a little bit. That was Happy No. Now you will see 3 of my other videos as always. Plus you can subscribe to my channel. It's free for all. You don't have to. And I see you in my next videos. Bye bye guys.